The first 90 days, I believed I had found the ultimate living situation. In a city where roommates are usually a nightmare of loud music and dirty laundry, my apartment was a temple of silence. I never heard a television through the walls. I never heard footsteps in the kitchen. I never even found a single stray fork left in the sink. It felt as though I was living entirely alone in a space that cost half the price. The kitchen was perpetually spotless. Every morning, the refrigerator was organized with mathematical precision. I assumed my roommate was simply a ghost of a human being, a nocturnal professional, or a shy introvert who preferred the shadows. I would leave friendly notes on the counter, but I never received a written reply. Instead, I would find my mail stacked in a perfect pile or my shoes lined up straight by the door. The only thing that felt off was the timing. Every night, exactly when the clock struck 3, I would wake up to the sensation of someone watching me. I thought I could hear a faint rhythmic sound in the hallway, like a slow and deliberate walk. But every time I gathered the courage to throw open my bedroom door, the hallway was empty. The air would be freezing, and the silence would be so heavy it made my ears ring. Yesterday, my landlord stopped by to collect the rent. He stood in the doorway, looking around the immaculate living room with a strange expression. He asked me how I liked living alone. I laughed, thinking he was joking, and told him that I wasn't alone because my roommate was the cleanest person I had ever met. The landlord's face went pale. He stopped reaching for his wallet and looked at me with genuine confusion. He told me very slowly that there was no one else on the lease. He explained that I was the only person with a key and that the apartment had been empty for 2 years because the previous tenant had passed away inside that very unit. That night, the silence of the apartment felt different. It wasn't peaceful anymore. It was predatory. I sat on the edge of my bed, staring at the door that I had locked and bolted. Suddenly, the brass handle began to turn. The lock clicked open from the outside. The door swung wide, revealing nothing but the dark, empty hallway. I felt the mattress sink behind me as if a heavy weight had just sat down. The air turned foul with the smell of old dust and cold copper. Then, for the first time in 3 months, the silence was broken. I felt a cold, wet breath against the back of my neck, and a voice like dry paper whispered that it was my turn to clean the kitchen.